Hi, it's John calling from Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to NAB 2007. We're standing outside the Hard Rock Hotel. We just sat through 3 long hours of Avid training. And my job today, I guess, is to tell you a little bit about what's going on. The key messages from Avid this year was one more of continual improvement as opposed to something radically different. You know, let's face it, their products work. They're good products, but they're working on integrating different HD workflows and things such as that and making them more accessible, and they're trying to get the technology out of the way of the creativity. One of Avid's other key points was the fact that they really are an open company. And there's always the BS meter involved, but I really think they're right. I mean, they embrace the MXF format. That's how all of their media is stored, in the native wrapper. I mean, this is the same format that Panasonic uses. It's the same format that Sony uses. They were one of the first people to use this. They also have their AAF, which is admittedly something they started, but people are glomming onto it. And they mentioned 3 or 4 other acronyms, which I'm not going to go into right now. I think probably the most interesting thing that Avid came up with this year is they've taken the Unity technology, the Unity MediaNet technology, to another level. What in my interpretation is they've taken the technology of integrating the server with the drive array that was in Landshare exclusively and brought that to the regular Unity. Now you can buy a Gigi Unity, for example, 4 terabytes of storage, a 24-port switch with 8 licenses. It includes Unity RAID, which used to be a $2,500 option, $25,000. This is an awesome, awesome price point. Avid claims that Landshare is still going to be around, except at even a lower price point. We'll see what happens. The next interesting thing, because I don't have a lot of time here, is to talk about their .7 release for their editors. This includes Media Composer and also DS and Symphony Nitrous. Bottom line is, .7 works on the Intel Macs. They will be showing Media Composer Soft working on the new 8-core Mac Pro, which I think is cool. That means it's going to scale, everything's going to work. Script Sync. I have to admit, I don't fully know what this means, but it's some sort of technology that uses speech recognition to match up the audio with the text from a script, which means that when you have a lot of source material that's been pre-scripted that you need to go through, you can actually go find the video based on the text script. And they showed us some pictures of it putting little thumbnails into the context of the script. Very, very cool. In the past, the workflow of using standard definition as an offline resolution for high definition doesn't work because the frame rates are different. Remember, there's 32 different approved formats of high def. There's 1 approved format of standard definition. So now they have DNxHD 36. What this really allows you to do is do an offline edit for your HD projects without having to use SD as your offline format. There's a new version of Interplay. Keep in mind, Interplay is Avid's media asset management system. They really call it a production management system, and they're right, because this will let you collaboratively work and share through all the aspects of your production, from scripting to costing to legal rights management to the actual media itself, graphics, animation, whatever it might be. If you're editing 24/7, you need to get into Express Pro, or we really ask you to get into MC Soft because it's a better product. But if you're one of those people that does a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, the Liquid product at $500 is not a bad little piece of software. Here's the interesting part. Avid announced their Liquid Chrome XE. Why it's such a long part number, I don't know. Bottom line is this. It pairs the Liquid software with, for the first time, a third-party hardware capture device. In this case, it's the Aja Xena LHE. We think this is pretty critical. Frankly, I was hoping to see something like that be an option for MC Soft this year. I think it could be a good harbinger of what's coming. Hope I used the right word. But here's Avid selling their software, embracing a third-party hardware capture card option. It's pretty big. Well, thanks a lot for listening to this first installment of our podcast or webcast or whatever it is. This is John signing off from Las Vegas.